They average 19 crosses a game. Last game in Minnesota, they had 19 crosses in the first half alone. That is their game. Their game is to draw you in, get the ball wide, whether it's from their wide players, wingers, or outside backs coming to cross the ball. If we could spring on them, whether it's Savarino, Corey, Albert, whoever it is, and get that ball forward without forcing it, we'll have opportunities, all right?
They step high to press here. Notice Eber's on the other side of the field. He's not going to do a lot. They're going to get stretched. That block of four is going to get stretched. There's going to be gaps that'll open up. Be very aggressive, looking to get in behind as well. He's a little bit of a fish out of water playing as a left back. They prefer everything to go through Dos Santos. They're 6. And then he'll take the space if he can. Their 8s will look to connect with him. They don't necessarily get very high in the attack. Eber will look at the back post almost every moment. Notice how he'll drift here. He'll start central, then he drifts to the back. Looking to get the ball wide. Eber looking to get to the back post. And then if he doesn't get that initial ball, or if the ball goes over, he'll drift to the other side as well. From every angle all over the field, they're going to look to try to find him. Whether it's the midfielders clipping balls in, outside backs clipping balls in, they'll look for him all over the field. We have to be aware of him. If he can initially go to goal, he'll look to bring it down with his chest or drop it.
Let's get it going. Be ready. Here we go.
Let's go.
Hey, you did the chest. I got it. In the 11v11 yesterday, didn't
What?
you? It's like cross that came in, or small side, and you chested it back to Putna. You went
Dude,
like
I
this.
saw
You
that.
went like that. Yeah.
It's habit, bro. It's habit at this point.
Okay, now you go.
Yo.
Do it, I dare you.
Do what?
Do it.
Sir. I'm going wherever Tony's going.
Let's go, Freddie.
Delete that.
Good acceleration.
Go, squeeze it! Good,
Good.
Hold on, both. I know where Dami's going with this pass anyway. I know where you're going. Oh,
You cannot come in.
Dami!
Man, he cheated.
Hey!
He's on the line.
Albert, what's going on, bro? Touches! Hey, it's because these yellow things aren't even, bro.
Man, I told you the first
Hey, I'm here, bro.
I was like, stay.
Our stop the game. No.
Jake Lad. See the line? Stop the ball, yeah? Line's there. Stay.
Hey, but you see, I'm keeping him this way. I'm keeping him this way.
Who's left? Who's left? Good, Justin. Well done.
I go.
Hold this line. I'm going narrow.
Yeah. Oh. My bad. Yes, beast mode. Is that Zlatan? Top box. I got top.
Both you guys, same time. Attack.
Hold on, Ned. How's that head feeling? One right, Kyle. You got no one. Still left. Hold on, Kyle. Ned. He's off. That's the thing. I can go and step with him, but then we're leaving him one-on-one with Zlatan. Even though I didn't play you, I told Kyle to hit you over the top. So pretty much that ball came from me.
I knew where. Wait, left? What are you doing?
Right, both. Hold on, Poot. Fine, just 3 shots and that's all I need. And then I go home. I caught him leaning. Oi! Hey, just go home, bro. Go home.
Yeah, there's no secret to Zlatan. He's a special player. You know, he's a special player. He's a world-class player. You could prepare for someone like him, you know, for a month straight, down to every detail, and there's a good chance he's still going to get that goal.
For me, my big takeaways were we always gotta know where he is because he likes to float back post, and then obviously he's big and he can jump.
What is it like being on the field when you're playing against a guy like Zlatan?
I think it's something you think about before and after the game. Once you get on the field, it's another game.
I'm happy as long as his back's to goal, as long as he's not turning and having a lot of time and space on the ball to pick out a pass, because he obviously has quality. And then it's about getting out to those outside guys who are going to whip the service in and hopefully shutting down the amount of crosses that they have.
Oh. Hey, Ron.
I like it.
Oh. Oh. That didn't feel very good.
That's okay. The white shoes.
Oh, no.
You got to change it up. Go back to your regular black.
At least he doesn't have the black socks on.
Huh?
At least doesn't have the black socks on with it.
Yeah.
That just looked weird.
Who would wear white and black? That's crazy.
Is that two? Oh, that is two.
No,
that's two. He pinched you already.
Yeah, but that's your friendly pitch. We do that all the time.
I don't think you do.
Is that two, Tyrone?
That's two, Tyrone? I thought you were at one. I thought you were at 0, T.
The right foot's nice today.
Again. Swipe in the chest.
Holy!
Oh! Well done. Oh!
Do it again.
Nope.
Let's just get our legs going. Typical day before the game. All right.
Be ready for beautiful weather and a beautiful game tomorrow night.
What's up, brother?
Hey, dude. Saw it, dude.
Saw it. Big Don, remember that time you were telling me about when you pooped yourself?
2 weeks ago. I actually don't recall that.
Yeah, you did.
You were like, Justin, like last week I was at the dog park and
Oh, yeah. No, I was talking about my daughter. It's nature.
This was
like a deer poop.
Instead of my dog was the one looking at me.
I'm so tired.
All the way in. Come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1-1? Okay. No. We keep cornering ourselves over here.
Oh, Tony! Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
No! I didn't know where to go with that one.
There you go. That's it.
Go and do your errand. Yes! How's that boo-boo today?
Blue.
Hey.
You hear me? So how's your boo-boo today?
Dude, this guy's got a big
I got orange.
Let's just dry it off, man.
Oh, this is great. This is good stuff. Albert! Oh! I should have put a touch on that.
Hey, listen, attacking.
I just know it's your mic.
Huh?
I just know it's your mic.
Yeah.
Why not say anything? Am I being soft?
I'm just
Come on, man. It's supposed to be
not a very
This is supposed to be confident.
vocal person. I warned her.
game, it's one of these.
Yeah. Just 10. Full. 10. What do you think Boateng's sprint speed is? Sounds about right. Can I have that ball, please?
Play it with the left foot, please.
Oh, what a heel.
Left back heel.
Bang it. Yeah. some Randy's in here.
That's a good one. I wish we could have another Zlatan to replicate, hey, somebody being him. But yeah, it's just a little bit more focus on obviously being aware where he is at all time in the box. You know, when the ball is out wide, we got to put a body on him. Just a lot of help defense. You know, normally when you have a regular striker, you could go man-to-man, but this Zlatan poses that threat of you need an extra guy to help because he's such a big, strong guy, and you know, he's a top-class player still. So we're trying to just focus a little bit more and just help defense, and that's what we worked on this week, just trying to give as much help as possible when he's in the box. Well, you know, Donnie's a tremendous athlete. You know, he's a tremendous competitor as well, and you know, he's a natural lefty. So when you have a natural lefty on that left side outside back, it helps tremendously. You know, different variation of passes. You can get that natural outswing in for the forward running in the channel. Donnie brings that to the table, and you know, he brings a veteran presence. You know, where he's been in the league, he's been in a tough situation before. You know, the competitiveness and you know that urge to fight all the time and just win his battles, and it's been contagious. And I hope it continues because those are the type of players we want on the field.
What? Squirrel. Squirrel? Squirrel. Squirrel. Another one, huh?
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Oh, Freddie's throwing you under the bus.
Where does that say RSL on there? Where's your patch?
Hey, but is it just one spot, $100?
Yeah.
Yeah, just one spot.
You pick who it goes to?
Yeah.
That's gonna start some
Yeah.
Like when someone's going to the wheel, don't say too much. Good luck.
Sorry. The ones the coach has got.
Oh, man! Shorts! Hey, that's 40! That's 40! You're the man! You're the man!
Look at Todd's shorts there. That does not have an RSL.
Hey!
Funds all around! Funds all around!
To be on the wheel, it's nothing too serious. You know, it's not, you've not gone and like murdered anyone or anything like that. But the things like lates, leaving your training kit on the floor, forgetting to put on your GPS before training. There's still a bit of a court case going on around the team apparel situation. So it's quite easy sometimes to slip under the radar and wear something which you're not supposed to wear. Bigger picture, it doesn't really matter. But when a rule's in place saying that you have to wear the 2019 RSL gear, you have to wear the 2019 RSL gear, even though if it's very similar to the 2018 RSL gear. And it's more lighthearted. Instead of feeling like you're the police all the time trying to catch people out, it's like, well, you know, you made a mistake. Come on, let's just go have a spin on the wheel. Let's all enjoy it together. I didn't like it at the start. I felt a bit like a bit of an executioner or whatever. But I actually quite enjoy it. Yeah, seeing people squirm as they get to the wheel. I think why it works is that because you go to the wheel and you almost believe that there's a chance to get off your fine. And then you've got the one from Eric Cole here where you've got to be neck deep in the ice bath, but I don't think he's quite wired correctly, but that was his thing. Athletes are callers. You know, you tend to need to be hydrated. So that individual for, I think possibly a full day, has to provide all the drinks for everybody from the moment that they arrive. You know, some people might like water delivered to their car, so yeah. The most exciting one so far was from staff, actually. They're usually spot on, like literally 365 days a year, perfect. But there was one day where we came in and there was nothing there. You know, I wasn't really too concerned, really, but Carl Beckerman was.
I very clearly communicated that my role, I wasn't going to be in that day, and therefore someone else needed to make our recovery shakes. You know, it was a little overwhelming at first, yeah. It was tough. I did get the ×2.
You know, in the end, Michelle, she came, she spun a wheel, and she actually had to double her fine.
And as you know, keeper of the wheel, he actually gets his own special shake every day. So I don't mean to call him out on that, but
to make it fun for everyone, you put them onto the wheel, you see them squirm, and then if you're lucky, you know, sometimes someone else can squirm as well because there are a few punishments on there which are for just innocent bystanders.
Back-to-back wins have been momentum builders for RSL. But to earn a third straight victory, they'll have to get past one of the league's most resurgent teams and the great Zlatan. The 5-time MLS Cup champion LA Galaxy are RSL's next foe. And that matchup comes your way next.
The Galaxy are unbeaten at home, 5-0-0, but this is their third game this week. What areas do you think they're most vulnerable? Where can you guys take advantage of them here today?
Well, first, it's the third game of the week, and Scalotto, who I have a lot of respect for as a coach, looking back on his past, he's not somebody that usually rotates squads. He'll run them into the ground if it's working. So there's no reason why we should not have the energy to start this game more than they do. Second, little things, Dos Santos does so much work for them, but he's a lone sitter right in front of the back four with tons of space on each side of him. We've identified that. We've worked on it this week, finding those pockets, bypassing their front five who are going to press a little bit. And if we're able to do that and move him around a lot, he'll get more tired, there'll be a little frustration, and it should drive them back a little bit. But that's how you draw it up on the chalkboard and you work all week. Once the game starts, we'll see if we're able to do that.
All right, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
For RSL, this is 6 road games now in the first 9 matches, but they're coming off a win on the road. Albert Rusnak powering them with a pair of goals and a 3-0 win in Cincinnati. Sam Johnson seems to be fitting in, starting to connect. We heard when he came in, he was doing a lot of good things, but maybe the service would be a little late. It wouldn't be quite timely.
He will figure out a way to pick fights during the game. That is his motivation. And, oh, by the way, I would give up your television game rate to watch 2001 Mike Pecky battle with Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Put your phone out, snapping like you Fable, and you showing off, but it's all right.
Start with RSL. No Everton, no Nick Raimondo. A couple guys who, when you're facing Zlatan, you want all your weapons, and a couple veterans will not be playing.
Yeah, it's the reality of where we're at in the season. You have the injury bug, you have the injury curse, and we've seen between suspensions and international duty, there's been a bunch of issues for Real Salt Lake. But the reality is it's an opportunity for the 3rd win in a row, something that hasn't happened since last August, and that came at the expense of the LA Galaxy. A 6-2 win at home against LA. So a massive opportunity down in LA.
Here we go, boys. Just listen up. Let's go over defensive set pieces again. Putna, goal, Corey in the front 6. Natum, you're on Zlatan. You're aware of picks, that they'll set picks, so we got to talk to Natum. We got to help him out. We'll make sure we're alert. Hey, just don't give up any and we'll be good. 1 minute. All right. And attack the ball. Attack the service.
3 words for me. 3 words. Fast, strong, start. That's all you're getting from me. All right? Go out and enjoy this, boys. All right?
Perfect Southern California weather, 66 degrees. RSL beaten in LA last year 3-0. And we are underway. The Galaxy in the all-whites. First service into Zlatan. Justin Glad trying to get a foot on it, and he can't do it, but Joe Corona sends it over the bar. And RSL trying to get something going in the run of play. Rusnak has that deflected, but right to Corey Baird. Savarino making a run, but another deflection. And Baird. RSL, they've shown some nice build-ups here. They haven't really tested Bingham, but we've seen them going forward.
Mine tonight, Kyle Beckman, the only player on this field sitting on yellow card warning.
Here's a ball in behind. Out comes Putna. The goal is open, and the Galaxy strike. Antuña, the finish, and the Galaxy are on the board in the 16th minute. All the way back to Traore. Leggett leaving it. Traore back to Leggett. Leggett into the area. Putna the save.
Well, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they just can't play themselves out of pressure, and they keep turning the ball over in the midfield third, which then forces them to drop deeper with numbers and defend like their lives depend on it.
Herrera whipping a ball in for Sam Johnson. Kind of caught him with an awkward hop right there off his chest to David. Barring a real change in the last 12 minutes or so here. You'd think possession be dramatically in the Galaxy favor in the halftime stats. Zlatan with a good ball into Pontius, playing centrally. His shot saved by Putna. Rebound cleared by Toya, but not very far. takes the Galaxy about 5 seconds to be right back in the final third. Great work by Zlatan. The ball floated in. Chris Pontius going up and maybe head-to-head right there.
Up and again, Real Salt Lake really struggling with this second ball. Great little heel flick.
Listen, hey, was that acceptable? Was anybody here? Was that acceptable? They talked all week, talked today, twice already, about us being aggressive. They were the ones running around. They were the ones pressing us. In the 40th minute, I'm watching Leggett, Corona, and Dos Santos break lines from 10 yards and go. We're shadow defending some of us. Wake up, all right? Throw that first half out, all right? From the start of the second half, we have guys on the bench who could bring energy. Come on, 45 minutes, it's only 1-0, all right? Have our opportunities. Guys on the bench, stay warmed up from the start.
Well, it's no surprise Real Salt Lake is on the field first. We knew the way that first half ended, they'd probably get a rollicking from the head coach Mike Pecky and be ready to compete to the start of this second half.
Corona. Leggett chipping that ball towards Zlatan, back across the face of goal, and Putna stretching out and controlling it. There's Savarino, dummies, Krylak has a goal as he hit the post. Big rebound. Sam Johnson tries to hop on the bike.
Damir Krylak smashes this ball first time.
Zlatan with a hand around the neck. Natum goes to ground and
that's what he does.
Foul.
That's what he does. He does this horse collar move each and every week. Each and every week he does this. And this is the villain side of Zlatan. And he gets away with it because the referees are afraid to make the decision because of the size. And good for Natum. Good for Natum to stepping up. But this is what Zlatan does. Zlatan picks a fist fight in the midst of a soccer game. And this is his motivational battle. And it absolutely is the correct call from the referee.
Donny Toye able to win that ball for RSL. Here's Rusnak. Savarino lays it off. Shot from distance, rebound, and in! Donny Toye on the back post, and we're all level at 1.
It's a massive goal, DJ. The build-up through Albert. Jefferson's tucked inside. The overlapping run down the right-hand side. And as the stinger is on the ground, Donny Toye, just right place, right time, and it's the two outside backs. Aaron.
Oh, deft little scoop. Justin Glad getting that ball away. Ball back in front, and Ibra! Zlatan! In the 78th minute, screaming at Natum. He's given the Galaxy a 2-1 lead.
It just shows you how cruel this game can be. And what a finish that is from Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
And there is the final whistle from Joseph Dickerson, and Zlatan has done it.
I mean, there's not much to say besides we could have got a result out of it and we didn't.
We didn't come out the first half how we worked on and wanted to. We put that behind us. They got a goal. The second half, we had them on the ropes. What a response in the second half from everybody. Donnie had a great goal. You know, we talked, not all week, we talked for a while now about our fullbacks encouraging to get into the attack more,
Natum and Zlatan, it seemed to be a game within the game tonight. A lot of back and forth. Do you feel like at one point Zlatan kind of got away with a little more than he should have? We all saw Zlatan go in there, apparently try to apologize. What happened?
Well, he came in to apologise after the game because, you know, from 60 minutes in, he's saying to me, he's going to do me, he's going to hurt me for that game. And this is, you know, this is a guy who's the face of the MLS, as he calls himself, but this is the way that he plays on the field. So I don't care if someone comes in and tries to say that to me. You don't say that on the field. I don't care. I'm not going to accept his apology. It's unacceptable. You know, I have a job to do. I think, you know, when he scores and then he gets it right in my face, you know, we were trying to play a sporting game here. It's hard to not react, but if this is the shambles that he wants to be, then I'll let him be it.